Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm AK Mulford. I'm a best-selling author living in Australia, and today I am getting ready for a book signing event in Cairns. First cuddles. I am getting ready to head off to Readers Unleashed, which is a book signing event that's happening in Cairns. I'm close to Brisbane, so not too far for me flight-wise. I think it's like a 2-hour flight. I am bringing all of my books in suitcases. I am flying business class, which was strategic for the weight. When you fly business, you can bring 2 suitcases and they can be 32 kilos. But now we've been going through the process of trying to figure out just how many books we want to bring, how many we can bring, how many we can fit in each of the suitcases. And it's been a maddening puzzle work of packing and repacking. I think we've got fairly down now. Doing event maths in my head. I don't know the final numbers for how many people are going to this event. It sounds around a little over 100. The Legacy of Witches, which is my fantasy special edition, tends to be more popular. I sell more of these, so I want to bring more of the Legacy of Witches. Ideally, I bring like 10% of the total attendee numbers. Because the Zookeeper books, there's 3 of them, I'm bringing 8 of each because that's just how much we can do weight-wise. At some point I had to decide who was going to get cut from the lineup, so we will see how we go. I've gone to smaller events where I've sold more than that of the Legacy of Witches. The goal is to bring just the right amount so that you're not traveling home with a bunch of stock. I don't usually sell my traditionally published books at my table, which is helpful because otherwise that would be way too many books to have at one table. I'd have to like pick a series or something. Sometimes book events will partner with bookstores or other people to have your traditionally published books in stock, and people can get them from that bookstore table, and then they bring it to your table to sign, and then people can buy my indie books and my special editions at my table. You know something's up because the suitcases are out, huh? If both suitcases don't make it to the other side of this journey, I'm totally screwed. Hopefully all goes well. I need to start bubble wrapping now, sir. You're so sad. Don't give me the sad face, Ziggy. I won't be able to leave if you keep looking at me like that. How many books? Using my undies to pack things. Shove them in. But what the hell do I do with this thing? Maybe like a scarf or something to wrap around it. Okay, so one bag is 30 and one is 31 kilos based on this thing, but these can be sometimes slightly inaccurate, so I'm fingers crossed going to get to the airport and neither of them are over. If I have to, worst case scenario, I can take some of the books out and bring them in my carry-on maybe, so we shall see. Hopefully they're both underweight. Hopefully on the way back they'll be very lightweight. Fingers crossed. Now I'm in that phase of going, what am I forgetting? But I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. Bye, buddy. I'll see you soon, okay? I love you. My bags ended up being 30 and 31.8 kgs, so I just made it. Phew. I was very happy to be rid of them and head to the airport lounge to have some breakfast and get some work done. The flight was supposed to be 2 hours, but we ended up attempting to land a couple of times because of heavy rain. Not the best feeling for a nervous flyer. Eventually we did make it to Cairns. The rain was a fair constant on the trip, but it was nice to bump into writing friends straight away, and we shared a taxi to the venue. The Cairns Colonial Club was a beautiful, lush, tropical spot. Unfortunately, I wasn't prepared for the trek from reception over the uneven bricks with 2 30-kilo bags in tow. Not ideal, but I managed to spot some cool wildlife on the quest to find my room, which as a former wildlife biologist was mostly enough to re-energize me. This trip with flight and accommodation cost me around 1,300 Australian dollars, so my goal is to make more than that at the event. I already made about $800 in pre-orders, so I only need $500 to cover my costs, so fingers crossed. Because of the flight delays, I couldn't drop my books off at the venue and needed to bring them with me to my room instead. Then I found out my room was on the second floor and there were no elevators, so this adventure was off to quite a hectic start. We've made it up the stairs. I don't want to get up. Oh no, I've got like an hour and a half before I need to be ready. That is a very quick turnaround, so I'm gonna put the kettle on, make a cup of tea, rally, and then get ready for this event. Let's go. Luckily, the shower pressure was amazing, and after a coffee and some good tunes, I was reinvigorated and ready for the VIP dinner. Most book signing events will have a VIP event on the night before, and it's always a really nice chance to get to chat and mingle with authors and readers because sometimes there's not always heaps of time on the event day. Good morning! It is a rainy day in Cairns today, but that doesn't matter because we're going to be inside doing bookish things. I got up way too early. At like 5:45. Didn't need to wake up that early, but you know when you have an alarm set and you're just like, I need to get in before the alarm. I need to get up. This is going to be the event outfit for the day. The venue opens at 7 for the authors to set up, and we've got 2 hours to set up before the doors open for readers. I'm excited. Let's go. So what do authors bring to a book event besides books? Well, I brought my tablecloth, pricing sign, book stands, table sign, fairy lights, and decorative candelabra because who doesn't want just a little bit more extra energy? I also brought stickers, bookmarks, and character art for people to grab, as well as carabiners to sell. I also have a square reader so people can pay with their cards, and of course lots and lots of permanent markers and pens for signing books. I was also very lucky to have the help of a fellow signing author and friend, Lex Logan, and her husband, Tim, who are local buddies of mine and will hopefully be coming along to future bigger signing events with me as assistants too, which should be really fun. Behind my beautiful table, I also have extra goodies for people who pre-order my books. They get a free branded tote bag, pen, carabiner, and a little fidget because sometimes these events are overwhelming and it's nice to have an impromptu fidget toy. I might bring more fidgets for people next time because there were a few people who seemed very grateful to have my extras, and as a neurodivergent person myself, I totally get how these loud, crowded rooms can feel like a lot, and fidgets help me too. In fact, throughout this video, you'll see all of the rings I'm wearing are secretly fidget spinners. I met so many lovely readers, and it was so awesome connecting with people I'd only interacted with online before. I did have a few unfortunately homophobic comments from people about my sapphic books, which sucked and did put a bit of a damper on the event for me, but the majority of people were really lovely. This event was a really nice size for getting enough time to look at all the other authors' tables. Although I didn't have too much time shopping, I did manage to grab a couple of books and this gorgeous set of Lord of the Rings themed dice because I'm a dice goblin. I met so many cool vendors too, which I hope to use for future book boxes and promotional things. Networking honestly is one of the biggest benefits to these size events, and I always get so much out of it. By the time the event finished, I had sold about 2/3 of my stock and was very happy that my suitcases were much lighter on the truck back to my room. I was happily knackered and very ready for a rum drink or 5. Hi, buddy. Hi, Bruno. Did you miss me? Yeah. Oh, you're so good boy. Hello, Timothy. I have made it back from Cairns and from Readers Unleashed. It was a really lovely event. It was actually a really nice size. Wasn't too busy. Had a really good chat with everyone. It's always nice when the size of the event is like small enough that you can actually chat with people and say hi. Like some of the big events like Babe, I'm thinking of vlogging, which is Ball Gowns and Books event, which is happening in Sydney in a couple of months. And that one already I've had so many pre-orders. That's going to be bananas. That's like a whole other kind of beast. I think it'll be really cool to compare small event like 100 people versus like one of these massive event productions. So you're probably wondering, how much money did I make? Was it worth going? Was it worth the trip? All in all, there's already a benefit just to going to these events, to like network with like authors and vendors and different people and getting a chance to like be in community together, which was so lovely, and I had such an awesome time connecting with everyone. But I also made some money, which is wonderful too. When you're looking at lights and hotels and table fees, all of that adds up. If you're shipping boxes, which I didn't have to, but I did fly business, which was more expensive. If you're driving or it's local, it's much easier to make money on an event. And also, if you're a new author and you only have one book out, there's only so much you can sell each reader, whereas if you have multiple books, then there's more you can sell each person, so you can make more money that way. So all of that factors into it. I made about 1,000 on the day and 800 in pre-orders. Total, I made about 1,800, so about $500 profit, Australian dollars. I'm very happy with that outcome, especially because I only sold about 2/3 of the stock I brought. All in all, I would say that it was a very successful event, both in like the social aspect of getting to connect with everyone and fiscally, financially as well. My next event is going to be a big event in Sydney, and then I have some smaller local ones going on, and then another big one down in Melbourne. I'm doing quite a few events this year, and it'll be fun to like vlog those and take you along and see the differences and compare how much I spent versus how much I earned in all of the different sizes and places. And if you're a reader, let me know where you want me to come next in the world, because I'm always keen to like go to these different events and meet people. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.